Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas, where in the last episode we helped the Ultralux Casino at the Strip help change their menu, so to speak. And in this episode we're going to be checking out this abandoned bunker here. Specifically an abandoned Brotherhood of Steel bunker. And while we go through it, let me just...
If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort.
Gone to Sierra Madre. Another poster for Sierra Madre. Begin again. Looks like it between the blood. Someone lost their head. Little container here to store things. Sierra Madre. Another poster for the Sierra Madre. Well, so whoever wrote this here doesn't know how to spell. Hardly an excuse, either considering the posters nearby. Drop box that's empty. Excuse me. What's 2 layers off from cord? I'm gonna try my chance at reporting. Access is granted. Unlock the door. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Well, it looks like the Brotherhood have been using... Someone from the Brotherhood has been using this as their own personal lab. Got scotch. Empty desk. Terminal locked, requires a key. Gee, I wonder if the person who worked here is an engineer of any kind. A footlocker that requires a key. Sleep in the bed if we want. Dean's Electronics. Uh-oh. There. No one can ever say I don't pick up after myself. Looks like this symbol is crudely painted on compared to... Oh wait, I think there's some... vending machine. This is an unusual looking crafting station. As you approach, lines of tiny holographic items appear on the dispensing tray. Wireframe schematics and lists of consumables the machine can assemble and package for the consumer. There is a slot on the side with the Sierra Madre symbol. This slot does not look part of the original design. $20 Sierra Madre chips added. $15 chips added. So it looks like we can, according to this, it looks like we can, and this looks like a vent. This looks like it virtually functions just like a vendor, except with its own unique currency instead of taking caps. We can sell it. We can sell items to it for its own little unique currency, and use that currency to buy items from it. I feel like there's something I'm missing.
Grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort, make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino, take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin.
Oh, hey there.
Who is Elijah?
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Who is Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead. Buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go. Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it.
Collar? What are you talking about?
It's like that Pit Boy on your wrist, except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world. Just needed some tuning. Do what I say, and the collar will go off. Refuse, try and run, disobey me, I'll kill you and find someone else. There's no escape from here until I let you go. The sooner you accept the situation, the better.
Why should I help you? I'm not going to.
When you came into the bunker, you saw a victim, their head blown off for disobedience. The city is filled with other stories, many such stories. Is no your choice?
No, I'm not helping you.
Then you are of no use to me.
Oh, yeah, he really does kill you.
Come
Really?
to a place where
Really?
exciting.
Yeah, he really doesn't take no for an answer there. So with that, I guess I'll make a cut and come back when I get back to where I was.
Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play.
What are you talking about?
It's like there's
What do you want?
that structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps, you'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone.
You've caught others?
Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it.
Why would you do that?
Because in some respects, breaking into the Sierra Madre is easier than breaking human instinct. Greed. The villa is filled with corpses. Some killed by the dangers here, some by me. Others turned on each other. Once they realized the Sierra Madre could be theirs, they cared nothing for their freedom, their survival, or each other.
Are they all dead?
The ones brought here live on only in what they've left behind. Their marks, graffiti on the walls, and victims they've killed. Some tried to help, left supplies and healing for others who came. Their reward? They were tracked down, killed by others with baser instincts. Some of these murderers went as far as to leave traps behind them, turning markers for help into death traps for anyone following them. It killed some of them when they forgot where the traps were, or when they desperately needed the assistance they had cut others off from.
How many of these victims did you bring here?
Too many. This place is dangerous. And its quarantine measures, its hazards, have claimed many. Failures upon failures. Do you think I wanted to place collars on you to ensure compliance? No. If robots could have done this, I would have sent them. The Sierra Madre is a complicated lock. Cracking it open requires human hands.
Where is my gear?
The Sierra Madre has many defenses, means of screening guests for illicit or dangerous items. Your arrival here, weaponless, was not my intention. The casino, this villa, it takes anything with even a trace of radioactivity, traces of unknown substances, and returns it home, the bunker. The process is automated, and the casino itself has other similar services. I was unable to find a workaround except to send others in as tools. Still, I have not left you defenseless, and the Sierra Madre's security, in some respects, can help you if you are resourceful enough.
What do you mean?
This place is well preserved. Few who came here ever returned. All the treasures of the old world lie scattered about, virtually untouched. Search, hunt, craft what you can from what you find. The trash of the pre-war era can keep you alive. Food, knives, more. Use them. Even the villa's toxins and the residue it leaves behind can be shaped into tools and weapons. Gather it as well. Also, there is one more thing in your possession. A rifle that will keep you alive. As surely as the caller will.
What is this rifle?
It is a hollow rifle, a weapon I constructed when I arrived. I have since made superior models and modifications. For now, that too will have to do until you find other weapons, and I suggest you do. The hollow rifle's ammo is limited. Still, it should serve well enough. I fashioned it from the holograms of the villa and used it against the villa's living inhabitants.
The inhabitants? Are there people alive out here?
Yes, the inhabitants. Avoid them if you can. They are difficult to kill. Whatever has created them, bullets, explosions, energy, it can make them inert for a time, then they seem to crawl back up, restored. Perhaps it's the cloud. Perhaps something in their physiology.
What is the cloud?
The cloud is what blankets the sky here. You may smell it in the air. Copper and sulfur. Burns the lungs and seeps into the skin. As for its origins, I'm not certain. Pre-war industrial pollutants. Something in the Sierra Madre structure. It is unique across the wasteland. And deadly. It has kept this place preserved since the Great War.
Will exposure kill me?
No, while it will erode your health, it will only bring you to the point of death, no farther. At that point, the air here is lethal only if you enter concentrated pockets of the cloud. Too long inside one, you'll die, so be careful where you step. I've seen some survive concentration of the cloud for short periods of time, if healthy enough. Others were too weak. Rebreathers, chemical suits, there is no protection against it. It decays all it touches. I found fighting it useless.
Is there any safe place to rest?
Anywhere sheltered from the cloud. Inside buildings, tunnels. Any place not exposed to the outside air. Anything the cloud has touched has preserved it one way or another. But only the holograms in the villa truly remain.
What holograms are you talking about?
Ghosts. They fill the villa. More in the casino. Much more. They carry out the functions the dead once did. They cannot be harmed. They only perform the same rote tasks until their power dies. They are of no consequence, except for the security holograms, the ones with the silhouettes of the armored Sierra Madre guards.
Security doesn't sound safe to me.
Most holograms perform specific functions. The security holograms, ever since the bombs fell, now perform their function. They will kill anyone they detect. They are immune to guns, weapons, EMPs, even energy weapons. Still, they have limitations. Their design limits their field of view, enough to avoid detection. Each has an emitter. Destroy or disable it, and they cease to be a threat. Still, at least they still work as intended. Other technology here is more of a threat to you. Notably, the villa's radios and speakers.
Radios and speakers?
Yes, music was intended to be broadcast all over the villa. Over time, however, the radio signal has decayed and emits a different frequency. Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the collars to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do.
Radios and speakers can set off my collar?
Yes, but not immediately. You'll hear a beep from your collar's detonator. When you do, step back, scan the area, and find the signal source. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio. The damaged speakers are sparking. Hard to miss. The casings are resistant to vandalism. Punching or hitting them will not destroy them.
So how do I destroy the radios and speakers then?
Gunshots, energy blasts, even spears thrown with great force can puncture their exterior. Shielded speakers can't be destroyed at all. You'll need to avoid them or switch them off via a terminal. I'll leave the method up to you.
I had other questions.
I am short on patience, and you are short on time.
What are the vending machines in the villa?
Assembly stations. Schematics are stored within. Dispensers with unlocked codes. They use the chips scattered around as batteries. Alloys and raw material embedded in the shell. They resemble the vending machines in Mojave, but they are crafting devices of tremendous versatility. Once an old world convenience, now they are a means of survival. Use the chips to power them. Select from the holographic display. The device will assemble it.
I have other questions?
Ask.
What is this place?
Unfamiliar with the legend of the Sierra Madre? The casino exists. You are one of the few who look upon it. Where you're standing is the villa beneath the casino above. The wreckage. The villa lies in the shadow. The villa is a dumping ground of failed construction. Pre-war junk that has aged poorly.
Why is my vision burning or blurring?
It is the cloud covering the villa. The longer you are outside, the more its toxins seep into your system. Through the lungs and the skin. You will eat at you the longer you're outside. So wherever you go, move fast, or you'll soon find yourself too weak to move. Fall asleep, and you will not wake up.
How did I get here?
I brought you here. There are mechanisms in place once the traps across the Mojave are sprung. For now, your sole focus should be the Sierra Madre and how to get inside. Until then, you won't leave alive.
Who are you?
Someone who followed the call of the Sierra Madre just as you did. Now that I've found it's more than a story, I intend to take what's inside. Maybe that's why you came. Why you followed the Pip-Boy here. And straight into one of my traps. Now, this is your reward.
How are you speaking to me?
Confused? Don't be. I'm commandeering the hologram technology of the villa. Numbers, equations, circuits, all can be controlled, provided there's a connection, and the knowledge to use it. This villa, the casino, a treasure trove of such devices, the holograms included.
What do you need me to do now?
Gather the 3 others needed for this job. Return them here. After that, I'll have more instructions for you.
Okay, that was basic. Who are these people I'm gathering?
One is a trusted ally. Obedient, caller or no, although the caller helps. The other 2, well, we'll have to see when the trap's caught.
How am I supposed to find them?
Your piece of rock trash will help you, I'm sure. It can latch onto the signal of the callers and tune into their frequencies. The bomb callers come with radios embedded in them. You can eavesdrop easily. It was part of their design to listen in. They can even screen out white noise from the environment to allow greater monitoring.
Any suggestions for who I should get first?
Yes. Caller, the FEV reject, the super mutant. He's docile, predictable, and provided he's not starving, should be easy to command. I must contact him sometime ago. Probably after he dragged you here for the trap. Find him. He'll follow you, caller or no.
What's FEV?
A long story. FEV, a virus is an even longer story. It gave birth to the docile one, turned him into a super mutant long ago.
Where can I find him?
Travel quickly with the delivery station. Follow the radio frequencies and the alarms. Although there's a great deal of interference in the source, perhaps this is why I must protect it. No matter, aside from the follow-away, there should be weapons armed at the police station. Go west, avoid the little houses, bring you the mutants back. I've downloaded the instructions in my muscles of the boy, in case you forget. And yes, I have access to that device on my wrist. If the others leave me here after that, I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
That's all I need to know.
Good. If necessary, I will try to fill the broadcast. If you get lost between here and unconnected, I've downloaded instructions on the audio log in the boy. If you forget why you leave, let my voice remind you.
What's that? Find color 12, Christine. Find color 14, D. Domino. And find color 8,
destroyed is inviting you to begin.
That's the way out after you break into the Sierra Madre vault. Try to leave. I'll set off your caller.
Hold on, let me just... Well, we can't go out. If we wanted to, we need a key to get through. I'll take the bobby pins. Try to leave and boom.
From your troubles, or if you need an opportunity to begin again, let go and leave your world behind at the Sierra
I had
Madre
questions.
grand opening is over. We'll be waiting. As your life
Who's the woman in the hologram in the fountain?
I do not know.
Fortune left you
A
behind.
pre-war icon, perhaps. It is about principles. Aside from being a spirit, I
Glory is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue
What's
await
inside
around
the Sierra
every
Madre?
corner.
That is true.
Along the winding streets
Get that
of
far,
beautiful
you'll say for yourself.
Make you new friends.
Well, he
or
doesn't
rekindle
want to
old
answer.
flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious
Okay,
expanse
so-
of the open desert under clear starlit
I guess that's all the
skies.
questions we have.
Gaze
That's all
straight
I
on
need
into
to
the
know.
sunset from
You
a
go.
villa rooftop.
Sierra Madre may wait.
Countless
I don't
versions
know.
await. Gamble in our casino. Take in the theater.
So
or
yeah,
stay in one
like
of our
he's...
exclusive
Oh, that's
exhibit
annoying.
suites.
Shut up. Like he said, we've been stripped of most of our stuff here, and the only stuff that we're allowed to get is either everything that we're allowed to keep here is either this is what we look like. Excuse me. The hollow rifle, if it wasn't obvious before, is an energy weapon, and thus it runs off your energy stat, your energy weapon skill. So I'd reckon, even though energy weapons aren't usually my preferred method of fighting, it might be a good idea to invest in this if you want your
Outside, you may notice your vision will pulse, get dizzy. It's the cloud. Eats your inside slowly. Too much exposure. Death.
So yeah, you might want to invest in energy weapons if you have any plans on using this. That's saying like the only items that's not like taken off of you are quest important items or so. But the game can't take that away from you. Here's another weapon. That's another thing I suggest. I suggest investing in melee weapons a bit because that's what's used to power the knife spear here.
Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult to kill unless you chop them apart. If you can, blow them up or disintegrate them.
So the first thing of the cloud, I believe it's exclusive to hard mode, but being outside leaves you exposed to the cloud, and you very, very slowly take damage over time. damage that can be, you know, completely negated if you have the solar powered perk, where besides adding 2 additional points of strength during sunlight, you also slowly regenerate lost health in sunlight. Health regeneration that, for as long as it's daytime, is able to negate any health you lose to the cloud. So that's the first thing I recommend. That's the first perk I can recommend for coming into dead money with. The casino is the dog old man's collar. Okay. See? He's knocked unconscious. And if you wait, beat him up. It doesn't take long for them to get back up. This is where the second and third perks come in. And, first of all, I reckon in order to be able to kill them like I did just now, I recommend the Bloody Mess perk. With the Bloody Mess perk, characters and creatures you kill will often explode into a red, gut-ridden, eyeball-strewn paste fun. Oh, and you'll do 5% extra damage with all weapons. Not just ignoring the 5% extra damage part, the Bloody Mess perk is good because I believe that is what makes it so easy to kill the ghost people. Because like at any point, if you cripple a limb, that automatically just completely cuts off or blows the limb straight off the body. It just straight out kills the ghost people. And so, and having the Bloody Mess perk makes that so much easier that it practically mitigates any threat that they pose. It's so easy to kill them. It's so easy to kill them that it practically becomes more difficult to show off their revival mechanic that's supposed to make them so dangerous. And killing them becomes no different than killing any other enemy practically. And the third perk that I recommend for them is the Them's Good Eating Paste that, as established before, it has every time you yourself directly kill an enemy, it creates a 50% chance that the enemy will drop blood sausages or thin red paste, which not only are those great healing items, but also it's really good to be collecting as much as you can early on. in the Sierra Madre, because the game, as established, the game takes away all your items at the beginning, besides essential items or so, or items that the game can't take away. So, being able to have the quickest possible access to really good healing items is practically a necessity, because otherwise you'd have to be collecting the Sierra Madre chip, like I have, and you have to go buy stim packs from the little vending machines or so that we've seen around. I think I passed one earlier. There's one. Yeah, otherwise, like... because you have to... because otherwise your only option is to buy a stim packs from those vending machines, which means that which creates a situation where either you're going to be really strapped for cash, just because you're practically spending all of your money practically as fast as you're getting it on healing items, or you're going to be really strapped for healing items in a desperate attempt to save money to buy literally anything other than healing items. And here we can see this is what it looks like to encounter the concentrated cloud concentrated pocket of the cloud. And real quick, I just want when you see something like this, you can collect these cloud residue stuff. Take the dirty water, stay in the stim pack. Take the frag grenades. Take the magnum bullets. So let's try listening to one of the... First of all, I'll take a dinner paste and let's try listening to one of the callers. Oh no, it sounds like a saw and someone knocking to get out. More knocking.
Please let me out. Hope the voice doesn't come back. Mean. Bad.
Find God.
Let me out! Let me out!
Find God in the simplest of beasts.
So hungry.
First of all,
Don't like this place. Want to go back to the base. Or the church. Miss the church.
backwards S's that look like 5s. D's are backwards.
Swallowed something bad. Tastes like burnt wires. Let me out! Let me out!
And finally, the last one.
That one's got a head on their shoulders. For now.
Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals, so you'll have to make do.
Noise makes my stomach hurt.
Shouldn't have.
Turn the noise.
Prisoner commands.
Are you listening?
Listen.
From now on, when I talk to you, pay attention. I've left markers on your Pip-Boy. Find the 3 other callers in town, 8, 12, and 14. Get them to the fountain. Obey me, and you can all go free.
Oh yeah, let me just share a bed with Skeleton. I wonder where that rubble came from. Doesn't look like the room deteriorated enough to put it there. So, and it actively got under the bed, so you can't really argue it came from the ceiling, because it doesn't even look like that. Let alone explain how it got under the bed. So the only explanation is that either someone tried to put under a bed on purpose, like swept under there or something. Kind of down, or maybe something tried burrowing up or something. Cup. Hot electric plate doesn't let us craft. Truthfully stories. Ooh. Can't get that. Well, let's head back inside for now.
So hungry. Master, help me. Master, help me. Please.
Can't get to Police Chief's terminal. Wait, I doubt it. What's my science is 60. 8. And here we have the police pistol. For those of you that invested in the gun and skill, and you don't want like be forced to use a melee weapon or a energy weapon, you can use the police pistol here, so you're not completely screwed. Sinclair visit. Sinclair did the rounds again today. Glad he left his ghostly entourage at the casino. Those walking light shows make me wonder why he's even got us on staff and it blast us in a second. Otherwise, Sinclair runs a tight ship. Good to see that in these days and times. Don't know how smart he is trying to make a resort to escape everything in the outside world. Rich guys can make it happen, even when instead of being hit hard like Sinclair has. Holding cell. Nothing much to report. Pretty quiet tonight, even from Puesta del Sol, if I pronounce that right. Imagine Moore shows up at the casino, probably has more than enough of the guests coming in tonight. Poor bastard. Set up the radio so I can listen in on the gala event when it fires up. I'm left one out for the prisoners. If Sinclair doesn't want us to be too strict with guests tonight, I may just toss the key in with the holding cage when we pick up and let them unlock the door when they sleep it off. Communications. Set up the radio room downstairs to broadcast to the speakers. Don't want to miss tonight's performance. The receiver down there is stronger than the desk radios we have up here. Stash some supply is from the evidence room down there to celebrate once my shit is over. The way I figure it, the rest of the guards will be too busy to check up on me.
Master, help me. Master, help me. Please.
So we got a bathroom. Found Dean's secret stash. Inventory. Got the weapons and the mines in today, along with the 3 shotguns and the ammo, enough to defend the villa if trouble breaks out. Sinclair's taking the world situation seriously, even all the way out here. Maybe more so because we're all out here. Hate to think if someone got their hands on half the stuff we have stored here. Enough military ordnance here to turn the villa into a minefield. Dispenser report. Dispenser reports are up and running. Unlike most everything else, we've had a few problems with them. I heard they've been part of some World's Fair exhibit Sinclair has seen, so he contracted the researchers about the dispensers to see if he could use them here. Turns out dispensers do more than supply a convenience items. If there's an emergency or the threat of communist attack, codes can unlock ammo and repair kits with the dispensers, stored backups of the codes in the contraband room, just in case. Oh. Ooh, C4 and a detonator. Another police pistol and more bullets. Can't go wrong with that. Sierra Madre helmet.
What keeps him away?
Sierra Madre armor. Right. Let's put on the armor and prepare the helmet for what we wear.
Master, help me. Master, help me. Please.
Ew. I'm drinking out of that toilet.
Knew you would come below the cage, down to where I am. Maybe you saw the letters I scratched on the villa walls. A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage? Dog. I had to lock him up. He keeps disobeying me.
Vending machine installation. Oversaw the street side vending machines installation today, all working, mostly because the casino crew is running the show. Finally complained to the chief about the machines. They feel like a company store. We only get a few casino chips in the paycheck, so we can barely buy anything. Chief says that he's not sure if chips were Sinclair's idea, or only if we need it, only if we have any problems with the machines, let him know immediately. Thirst and seizure. After another discussion with the POS, the Del Sol crew told Chief it'd be difficult to enforce the prohibition list, let alone the searches. Hold on. Chief had the gala on his brain, said Sinclair put construction in the villa more important than patting down the construction producer of liquor and chems, as long as we didn't hurt anyone or each other. Got a little hot under the collar, Chief did too, told me to walk it off. This whole thing stinks. Chief's barely got time for me. Now Sinclair's turning a blind eye to things in the villa because his friend's running the show. No more parking tickets. One good thing about this assignment, no more writing parking tickets. Sinclair's laid out the street so narrow cars can't even come into the villa. Resources being what they are, you may not want folks to waste gas coming here. Cuts down traffic noise too. Chief says it's more. Chief says it's more than that. Says Sinclair wanted the villa to be reclusive. As long as I don't have to worry about double parking snobs or Crystal as a gas hog clogging the villa, I could care less. Wonder how he expects folks to get here, though. Seems extreme, even for privacy. Gas hogs? I thought the collars were nuclear powered.
That's me, there on the table. The disc. My voice. Can't take any chances, though. You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let Dog out. No, not yet. If you're who I think you are, you came to fetch Dog. Use him to drag others here. Now I'll use you. And that Pip-Boy you're wearing. You're smart. Clever. The key to Dog's cage is simple. Take my voice to the cage above. Let me speak to the beast inside. Then you and I, we can talk.
Play Facebook Mario. Do the cell. Well, let's listen to what it says first.
Dog, back in the cage.
Oh, sure. Hold on, I'd like to make a real quick cut here before we get into this. Alright, so I'm back, and we're going to confront the super mutant keeping himself imprisoned. Here, and there's two ways you can go about it, and there's two ways to go about it. The first way is to play follow what the basement recording said and play this tape.
Dog, back in the cage.
What have we here? You weren't who I was expecting. I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm, and the one around your neck. With our collars and manacles, why, we may as well be kin.
That name carved on your chest, are you Dog?
The carving's a reminder for mirrors and for Dog. Dog, who you heard coming in, howling and hungry, as always. I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me out. So, you opened my cage for a reason. Now, I want to know why.
Medicine 35. You can use a science check of 35 to point out in super mutants, brain damage is usually the result of prolonged stealth boy usage. Or you could alternatively use a medicine of 35 to point out you have multiple personality disorder. Some trauma caused this. And I'm going with this one. Here, the medicine check.
Trauma. Yes, in a manner of speaking. Do you see these wounds of his, covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it. The name he carved in his chest. To remind him of who he is, he inflicts pain on himself to silence me, when all I try to do... He cuts, hurts, and tries to murder me out of him. He won't succeed, just makes me angrier. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages, like the ones here.
I was looking for someone with a collar like mine. Where's your collar?
It's close. Closer than I'd like. Dog's been into things, needs to think before he eats, chew before he swallows. He's eager that way. Now the collar's a part of me, inside. I can feel its electronic heartbeat, clicking and burning down below. Like before. It was cold and heavy before going in the cage. Now you're here, and it's pulling and kicking again, tugging like a leash. Interesting.
How the hell did you, or whoever, eat one of those collars?
They detach. When segmented, they look like nothing more than metallic rad scorpions. And if they're attached to neck flesh, warm, red. Dog doesn't care what's on the body he's crushing in his hands. He'll mangle it, twist it, make it fit until he's full. Dog can't help himself. Hungry, greedy. And now the collar's inside, alive again. And we're trapped here until it goes cold.
Maybe you shouldn't go around shoving old world tech in your stomach.
As if I had a choice. Sometimes instinct takes over, and that's when I go into the cage. It's like curiosity that way. After all, you wouldn't have put that collar on by choice. Perhaps it was your curiosity that caused that hand to close on your neck.
If that collar inside of you is active, I didn't switch it on.
Really? Yet it led you here, to me. And now you're here, and it's burning a hole in my guts. Maybe it's crying for its owner.
Forget it, I had other questions.
Of course you do. And so do I.
Lockpick 35. Lockpick skill check of 35 says you wouldn't have locked yourself in there without some sort of key to let you out.
The key? Why, it's the old man. The one who brought us here. I hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up, so he and I can talk. If Dog was in control when the old man appeared, well, he would just do whatever he commanded, as always. And I can't have that.
If you have the key in there, the old man can order Dog to open the cage.
Dog obeys, yes. Why? Do you have some means of contacting the old man?
I can play the old man's voice is on my Pip-Boy, just like yours.
You don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage, end you. I'll murder you, crush your arms and legs until...
Calm down. Follow me willingly. I won't do it.
No, you wouldn't. If you did, you won't escape this place alive. I'd shatter every one of your limbs to splinters and leave you here. You think I'm afraid of your collar exploding, killing us? No. I'll leave you breathing, then keep walking until my collar goes cold. I'll prop your broken body in view of the Sierra Madre so you can see what you came to steal, forever out of reach as you die.
I can't convince you I'm not here for the Sierra Madre or the old man, so I'll prove it.
Prove it? How? Words are worthless.
I have the power to let Dog out of his cage. I'm going to prove it by not doing it.
No. No, you're not. Even though Dog's more docile, easier to control. You may regret this. This place is where creatures like Dog can survive. The people that fill its streets. He is as vicious, more vicious than them. His hunger can help you more than I can. When I am in control, this shell is difficult to fight in.
What do you mean?
The inhabitants of the villa, they are difficult to kill. They need to be chopped apart, hacked on the ground, Disintegrated if you can. They are difficult to kill, but not to devour. And Dog is always hungry. If he is with you when they fall, he will fall on them, end them. If I am with you, fighting will be far more difficult.
Even if Dog's more helpful, we can manage.
I am not sure you belong here. No, you don't belong here. Yet, you came this far, and I'm not interested in remaining here any longer. I'll unlock the cage.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Very well. Lead on.
And with that, he becomes a companion. God, as he's apparently called, has given you the In My Footsteps perk. This perk grants you a bonus to stealth as well as the ability to step lightly around placed traps.
No toxins in the air.
Maybe I shouldn't be the quickest to put nothing, in guns there. Let's go see. We can see Dog on his chest, which I guess God's name makes sense if you look at Dog's name carved into his chest and you look at it in a mirror, it might spell God, which would probably be an offensive thing to say if you're a Christian, or so, might be blasphemous to point that out. And as pointed out here, you can see a bear trap on his arm, which appears with chains wrapped around it to keep it in place. Ugh.
It's more like a fault you're here. Couldn't leave well enough alone.
Looks more like a nightkin than your average super mutant. The nightkin are more of the purplish darker color, while regular super mutants are green. Anyway, let's talk to him.
If it isn't the clever one, what do you want?
We need to discuss what weapons are you good at? Let's ask that.
Dog is better at the baser instincts than I. I merely have the brain for it. His sinew and muscle are difficult to move consciously. He's always hungry, clumsy, heavy.
I had questions for you.
I'm sure you do.
How do you switch back and forth between voices?
All it takes is the right command. Whenever Dog hears his master giving orders, I go back in the cage. So that leash on your wrist and the one on your neck. I won't truly be free to express myself until every trace of that voice is destroyed. Still, if you ever want to speak to me, bark my audio log at him, the one in the police station. That'll call me out.
Why does that make him go away?
Dog is afraid of me as long as the master isn't around.
Speech check of 65, let's just say. Why did you put emphasis on the word master before?
The master, Elijah, reminds Dog of someone from long ago. His leader, commander, commanders. The master was a strong personality. Personalities as well. Dog is slavish, was conditioned to serve the master until death. The old man, Elijah, Merely came along and opened that door in Dog's mind. Now, Dog does whatever the old man wants.
Sounds like it makes you mad.
Mad? Mad doesn't even begin to describe. There's not a word for the hate I feel inside. It's consuming, twists every thought to red. After all that's laid ruin to the world, again and again, I thought at last we could be free. Thought Dog could be free. No. No, the world's always got another cage, waiting, keeping everything you want just out of reach.
What does Elijah make Dog do that angers you so much?
Gather others, drag them here, fetch like an animal, and hurt them if they resist. Dog doesn't even blink. Even hear their cries when he's twisted their arms full circle. Fragile things, screaming on the ground. To listen to him, commanding Dog to hurt others. And Dog just nods, eager and willing to serve.
Can't you do anything?
Do anything? Me, Dog puts in the cage, hurts himself to try and drown out my voice, when all I want to do... Never mind. Useless. Finally had to start fighting back, screaming on my own. Had to take matters into my own hands, lock Dog up.
Speech skill check of 85, let's us say. You're trying to protect Dog, having Elijah control him, hurt him. You just want to protect him.
I've watched over Dog for so long. Tried to stop him from hurting others, killing others. Quiet that mindless, howling instinct of his. He doesn't understand. He has the brain of a child. He knows when he does wrong. He just can't help himself.
You care about him.
He's my brother, kin. Without him, I wouldn't exist. Maybe I was nothing more than his conscience, trying to rein him in. Useless. I just need him to show restraint. Let go of the needs, the hungers. Ease the burden. Just once, so I can have my thoughts to myself.
Why can't you control him?
The instinct is stronger than me. Dog is stronger than me. He's just a child. He knows when he does wrong. He just can't help himself. I don't know when I first spoke, or when I first started thinking for myself. It was so long ago. I slept for a long time before. I want to believe I was the one in control once. I don't know anymore. Then Dog got a new master. A new voice. And I woke up to protect him.
I had other questions for you.
You're a brave one. Sure you're ready for the answers?
Who's this old man that brought us here?
Don't play stupid. I already have to mind one child. You must have figured it out by now. The old man obsessed with the Sierra Madre, riddled with greed. Hoped you might be him when I woke up. All you are is his hand. You're the same kind of greed. Followed the radio, the broadcast, and now you're here, all confused. Not for long. You'll figure it out.
Why do you say I'm the same as the old man?
You're not him any more than I'm Dog. But that collar around your neck, you're an extension of the old man's grasp. Clumsy, perhaps, but a tool, yes. And once you get acclimated to the Sierra Madre, then you'll feel the same overpowering hunger the old man does. And then you'll be him, not just his hand.
This old man, what do you know about him?
Elijah. Human. Weak like all of you are. Feeling age circling him like starved dogs, howling for blood. To me, he reeks of age and failure. And madness. To me, he is simply the old man. To Dog, he is Master. His name, meaningless. Running out of years, hopes and dreams running through his withered hands like sand from the big empty. And scorched by the sun.
Scorched by the sun?
The old man, this Elijah, tried to hold the sun in his hands. Arrogance. Was cast down for it. Icarus' crime was to fly too high. Elijah wanted to bring the sun down to him. Arrogance.
What is he doing here?
Heard the call of the Sierra Madre, just like you did. Exactly the same way. Finds out it's more than a story. Comes to this shining, poisonous grail, this jewel of the desert. Dog knows him more than I do. Dog's always nodding, always obeying him, because he's weak and hungry and greedy for Master's affection.
So you're the one who knows how I got to the villa?
Of course I know. Even if I don't see it happen. Down in the cage, I hear echoes of the footfalls, the click of the collars. Every time I see one of you, I know exactly how you got here. You couldn't help yourselves, any more than Dog can help himself. You heard the voice, the promise, and then you walked right into one of the old man's traps. Then Dog comes for you, drags you here.
So you brought me back here to the villa?
Me? You think I want to haul bodies around the wastes like a Brahmin at the whip? No, Dog does it. When the old man says fetch, Dog fetches. You were in a man trap, and Dog made his rounds and dragged you here. When, I don't know. But it must have been recent. Before the cage.
Why do you say that?
I don't remember you. That isn't surprising. What is that it was when Dog was out of his cage. Free. Hungry. He knows not to eat anything he catches in the traps. After that, however, so he dragged you here. You got spared. Dog must have fed after you arrived. Once he was fed, that allowed me out of the cage and put him inside. Do you remember how long you were out?
I don't remember. Only woke up when my pimp boy went active.
Must have already been in the cage. Already had the collar in me. You're lucky Dog didn't devour you. Otherwise, we'd be closer than we are now.
Forget it, I had other questions.
You're a brave one.
I want to know more about the man who brought us here.
The old man obsessed with the Sierra Madre, riddled with greed. Hoped you're the same kind of greed.
What's Elijah doing here?
Heard the call of the Sierra Madre, just like you did. Exactly the same way. Finds out.
What does Dog know?
Ask him. Or better, don't. It wouldn't be an interesting conversation, much like this one.
I had other questions?
More.
Let's try discussing tactics and positioning. That's something we haven't done.
Orders. For me. This should be good.
Tell him to wait here, talking about tactics, trade equipment, time to part ways. That's enough for now.
We'll see.
And we've gone in God's side here. And with that, let's do something I've personally never done in all my time playing this game. Let's talk to Dog.
Are you listening? From now on, when I talk to you, pay attention. I've left markers on your Pip-Boy. Find the 3 other callers in town, 8, 12, and 14. Get them to the fountain. Obey me, and you can all go free.
Not listen. Dog wants out. Dog is hungry. I'll be good this time. I promise, Master. Just keep him away.
Are you listening?
Let Dog out.
From now on,
hungry.
when I talk to
hate
you,
being in here.
Attention. I've left markers on your Pip-Boy. Find the 3 other callers in town.
He's
8,
not responding.
12, and 14. Get them to the fountain. Obey me, and you can all go free.
Dog, back in the cage.
What have we here? You weren't who I was expecting. I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest, you take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot, or...
Who locked you? Are you Dog?
The carving's a reminder for mirrors.
Let's check the alternative science check just in case. Human mutants' brain damage is usually the result of prolonged stealth boy usage.
That's the easy explanation. The one humans use. Pre-war technology. As if it's the cause of all ills, mind and body. I needed to come out of the cage to protect Dog. From clever humans. Like you. Do you see these wounds of his covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it. The name he carved in his chest. To remind him of who he cuts. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages. Like the ones here.
I need to get you out of there.
No. No, I don't think so. Even in here, I have more control than you do. I'm not leaving until the one who controls the collars shows. Not his voice, not his hand, not his lackey. Him. And when he comes to see me, we'll settle things. So go on. Go back to your master. Tell him I'm waiting for him. Dog may follow him. I won't.
I could order Dog to come with me. I'd bet he'd obey.
Dog? You're not talking to him now, are you? No. Even if you could drag Dog out of his cage, you still couldn't get him out of this cage. I put him here for a reason. If he could have escaped, he would have. So here he stays.
I can't leave until we get through this.
Of course you can't. This cage is locked tight. From you and the old man.
Where's your collar?
It's close.
If the collar inside is active, I didn't switch it on.
Really?
I had other questions.
Of course you do.
Lockpick 35. You wouldn't have locked yourself in there without some sort of key to let you out.
The key? Why, it's the old man. I hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up so he and I can talk. If Dog was in control when the old man appeared,
if you have the key in there, the old man can order Dog to open the cage.
Dog obeys, yes. Why? Do you have some means of contacting the old man?
I can play his voice, yes. I have an audio log from him on my Pip-Boy.
You don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage, end you, I'll murder you, crush your arms and legs until...
Goodbye, whoever you are. I'm going to let Dog out of his cage.
No. No, don't! I'll make you suffer for this, I promise you! Although it may not matter. I suspect the Sierra Madre will be reward enough for ones like you.
Well, he suddenly calmed down at the last minute there. Play Elijah audio tape.
Master, the dog not hear you come in. Too hungry now. At cage door. Master, dog is listening now you are close, and he can hear you over hunger.
Dog? Huh. I need you to be in his first point. Now that you are awake, Master wants you to listen, Dog.
Master, dog is here. What does Master want?
Dog hitting on you is the key. Find it and toss it to me.
Dog doesn't have a... Here it is. Dog didn't know it was there. How did it get there?
Just give me the key. You want out of the cage, don't you?
Yes, Master. Master sounds different. Quieter. Master, Dog doesn't want to be in the cage anymore. Dog will be good this time. Dog promises.
Fine, let's go. Follow me.
Yes, Master. Dog waited a long time. Brought you many people. Dog will follow.
Dog has given you the benefit of his ravenous hunger. Ghost people are difficult to kill unless dismembered or disintegrated. If Dog is in the party, however, Dog will devour them, preventing them from getting back up.
Swallowed something bad. Tastes like burnt wires.
Let's get through the level up real quick. Let's talk to Dog here.
You are the nice voice, kind to Dog. You keep the other voice quiet.
I had questions for you.
Yes, Master.
Can you tell me how you got to the Sierra Madre?
Here? Followed voice in air, then here. Here as long as can remember. Don't like this place. Hard to find things to eat sometimes. Better than the cage. Dog doesn't like being locked up. Voice in air didn't say anything about a cage and nothing to eat.
Voice in the air?
Dog hears many voices. One in air, the other one. And Master. Master is the nicest. Gets mean, mad sometimes, but lets Dog feed. Master was quiet for a long time until Dog heard him on your arm. Did you eat him? Dog gets hungry too. Being hungry makes the voice mad.
I want to hear more about the Master.
He takes care of Dog. He tells Dog what to do. Told Dog to come here, put collars on people. Sometimes people fight. Dog holds them until they go quiet, don't make any noise. If collars don't fit or go too quiet, find others for Master. Master makes the other voice go away. Other voice hates Master. Dog can feel it. Master's voice is like pain, protects Dog.
Where's your collar?
Lost it. Got hungry. Made the other voice mad. Madder than it ever was. Mad enough to lock Dog up.
What's the other voice?
Other voice. Don't wake him up. When voice wakes up, Dog goes to sleep, and voice climbs up in Dog's head. The voice puts Dog in places, puts him in cages, and locks him in.
Do you know how to wake him up?
Sometimes when dog gets tired, or eats too much, gets full. Sometimes when dog goes to the cage, then voice wakes up. The voice locks dog in when it comes up, always trying to keep dog from food. Voice did it at the cage where you found me. Then Master came.
I had other questions for you.
Too much talking makes dog's head hurt. Getting hungry.
Did you bring me here?
Dog fetches. Dragged you here. Dog thinks. Do not struggle like others. Trap makes you sleep. Make your voice go to cage. Dog doing what he was told. Tried to catch as many as he can eat the others. No eat you, though. Master talk through you, like voice inside dog. Dog missed hearing Master. Not hear Master for a long time.
Do you know the way back?
Might find way back if Master lets you go. If he not want you to go, he makes head red spray. Then dog has to find another one. To leave? Go through gate. Walk. Hard to find way. Dog can do it. Too hard for most to come here. Why so quiet in streets?
Could I find the way back? Could I find my way back?
Maybe. Not sure you could find way back once leave. Dog has to smell and hunt for path back here sometimes. Cloud keep moving. It okay. No one ever leave except dog. And dog not want to leave. You here until Master lets you go.
Or until I die, whichever comes first. I had other questions.
Too much.
Can you tell me more about... Can you tell me about the other voice inside you?
Don't know where other voice come from. Wish would go away. Always trying to stop dog. Caging dog. Voice started talking not long ago, dog think. Was always there. Start talking when Master showed up. Making dog sleep. Go to cage. Voice hates Master. It okay. Voice always hide when Master around. Go quiet. Watch Master as he does things. Voice scared of Master, dog thinks.
The Master sounds like he treats you well.
Master always feed dog if not in cage. Master lets dog do what dog wants. Not like other voice in cage. Always mad with dog, shouting at him.
I had other questions.
Dog is getting tired, Master. When can dog eat?
Those scars on your body, where did you get them?
Hurt self. Hurt makes the voice go away. It doesn't like pain. Dog doesn't like pain either, but keeps a voice quiet, so dog will hurt self until voice dies. Dog hurt self enough, voice go away, never come back.
Is that why you have a bear trap locked on your arm?
Dog put his hand in it. Hurts. Made the voice go away. Now can't get it off. Don't want it off. Hurt keeps voice sleeping. Bleeding. It also keeps others quiet too. Dog hits them with metal bear teeth until their voices stop. Makes Master's voice come back.
Hold on. Your name is carved on your chest. Is that a part of it?
Yes. No. Don't know what the word means. Everyone says the same, except the voice. The voice says it backward.
I had other questions.
Dog is...
Having orders for you. Have orders for you for going, staying, and all that.
Dog is listening.
Oh, here's the little tactics menu. That's enough for now.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we have met and talked to...
Hope the voice doesn't come back. bad.
Real quick, I want to see if there's anything. Doesn't look like there's anything in here worth looking at. Except this playing card here. So with that, we have met both the dog and God, and at this point, at this point, I'm gonna stop the video here, and I'm going to leave the choice up to you. Do you want God out with us, or do you want dog out? Cause I'm gonna leave that choice. It's up to the viewers down below.
Swallowed something bad. Tastes like burnt wires.
So this has been in Fallout New Vegas, and this has been the beginning of the Dead Money DLC. In the next video, we'll be going out looking for the next two, Caller 14 and 12. Oh, so that's another choice I'll let you guys decide down below. Should we go after Caller 14, which is apparently Dean Domino, according to the quest title, or should we go after Caller 12, Christine, who's in the medical district, as opposed to Dean Domino being in the residential district? That's another decision. Should we stick with God or dog? Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Sorry about that. Should we stick with dog, or should we stick with God? And who should we go after next? That'll be all excellent questions to put in the comment. It's for the next time making an episode. But anyway,
The voice doesn't come back.
thank you so much for watching.
Bad.
And until next time, I will see you guys around.